I am a possibility. I remember the song we used to sing in Sunday school and turn back and see my mother, her slender fingers strangling each other in a clenched prayer. I am a great big bundle of potentiality. I give her a weak thumbs up. She pulls her hands apart and gives me a weaker one back. I proceed down a hallway unguided, toward the one room with an open door. This must be it. Through this portal, my wise old psychological savior is waiting. My breath quickens with hope. Yes, this is it. This could be it. Yes, yes. I need to be open, ready to receive. I enter bloated with hope. But then my stomach hollows with disappointment when I see a woman not much older than me, who bears an uncanny resemblance to my old Sunday school teacher, Miss Trimley, except this lady's face is pulled tight even without the bun. She wears a floral blouse, whose buttons climb up to find a sweet lace collar, a prairie skirt that reaches modestly below her knees, and has a delicacy of features that display a humble femininity before her lord. She is the type of pretty that passes as kind, the type of woman I dislike immediately, despite my inability to pinpoint any crime. The young Miss Trimley smiles at me as if I'm a disabled girl she's welcoming to a potluck, proud to be overlooking my disability. That's right, Maggie, right this way. Not as hard as you thought, right? She gestures to a chair with a bright yellow cross needle pointed into the upholstery and smiles with what seems like a menacing look of goodwill. I remind myself, however, that my perception has been warped. I've backslid so far that I can no longer tell good from bad. For a second, I feel uncomfortable plopping down on the needle-pointed cross, on the symbol of Christ's innocent sacrifice for my guilty condition, but I steel myself and ease my butt down with delicacy and respect for the holy emblem, an act for which I am immediately congratulated. There you go, Maggie, that's right. I release the arms of the chair and place my hands in my lap. My name is Bethany, with an I-E, not a Y. I can't tell you how many times people misspell it. She looks at me steadily, expectant, as if it's my turn to say something, as if I've missed my cue. I'll remember not to misspell it. I jump in. Well, I'd appreciate that, Maggie. Is that short for Margaret? Yes, but I've always gone by Maggie. I have an aunt named Margaret. I give what I feel is the traditional nod of recognition for banal comments necessary in any social contact, but Bethany clearly desires something more. She sits smiling at me in a way I know she thinks is sweet, but it makes me think instead of the Patti Smith line, "Ugly can be beautiful, but pretty never." I keep that thought to myself, however, and explain. Yeah, I've never really liked Margaret. It seems like a name for a stuffy spinster, some sad lone woman whose cameo brooch pulls her lace collar too tight. I laugh. Bethany does not, so I quickly add, not that your aunt is stuffy. I don't know your aunt, obviously. It's just my association. A flash of hostility cuts through Bethany's sweet facade. So tell me why you're here. I am experiencing extreme anxiety about my eternal destiny, I explain. I'm scared I've lost my salvation, or maybe I was never saved in the first place. Then I immediately answer the question I'm certain she's about to ask. I accepted Jesus into my heart when I was 6, and then probably 80 to 90,000 times after that. I've just never been sure that I did it right. Bethany leans forward. What do you mean by doing it right? Saying the prayer the right way, believing enough? How much belief would be enough? Well, that's the thing I don't know. I let it all come out. It's too fast, too confusing, but it's coming out and there's nothing I can do about it. I feel like I've been holding my breath and I'm grateful and embarrassed to release it in strange, satisfying spurts. My belief that Jesus is the Son of God is somewhere between believing that Pluto is the 9th planet from the sun and believing that Elvis is alive. I do not expect what comes out of Bethany's mouth next. Are you sure that Pluto is the 9th planet from the sun? Well, I'm pretty sure.